Hello there, I am Muhammad Tariq, and I wanted to share a little something on working with the Wacom Cintiq as a landscape architect. I was working on the design of this plaza for some time and wanted to share quick thoughts with you. First, some impressions about this device. This is a Wacom Cintiq Pro 13. It's definitely small for our work as a landscape architects and urban designers. We need to see the big picture, right? And working with the 13-inch model involves a lot of zooming and panning back and forth, but I think it's fine for graphic designers working on logos and small projects. Having said that, it's very responsive and accurate, and sometimes you just need a small screen real estate not to be overwhelmed or having to reach out to each corner around a large 17-inch screen model, which after hours of working can cause some fatigue. Now, laying out some plants, it's good to mark the different plants with a relevant stroke to get a sense of how the planting plan is structured and building up. For this purpose, I use a predefined planting brushes, each plant type on a layer with a vivid stroke so I can see it better. Here is an example of two planting composition, one colored and one it just lines, and the reason for separating the lines of the colors so we can stack the lines up in the layer palettes so we can see the design underneath a tree, for example. So this Pittosporum, you can see here the outline of the Durant underneath it, it's not hidden, and also the blue Festuca, so the Pittosporum doesn't hide this. Let me demonstrate this in the layer palette. When I bring those layers up, now you can see the Pittosporum hides the design underneath it. And the way to fix this is using filters, so you can filter by color attribute. Choose the color, and now that selects all the layers with the red attributes, and I can select them and deactivate the filter, and now there I have my selection. I can simply move them up the layer palette. Let me demonstrate this one more time. The lines, so the colors can hide a lot of the design of the shrubs and ground covers underneath. Now, rendering this small fountain started by adding a purplish noise to the darker side of the water according to shadows. Then draw some ripples and define the jet nozzles, and adding shadows to the borders and the water jets. Finally, adding a darker purplish tint to the darker side. I tend to keep outline of each plant on a layer and label the layers with a specific color attribute so I can filter all the lines and stack them together on the top of the layers palette. So later on, when we color the trees, it doesn't hide the design outline of the shrubs underneath it. Then we can color each plant outline manually or using actions. Thanks guys for watching this quick workflow. I'm planning to share more of this stuff, so be subscribed to our channel and go crazy on that like button, and I will catch with you later. Thanks.